if I tap my thing, do you hear?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear.
Oh. Do you hear me less if I do this?
We hear you less.
Veuillez à informer les participants de l'enregistrement. Oh no, what if I was recording you guys without you guys knowing?
I didn't consent to being recorded.
This is big evil stuff, man.
Oh god, do I have to turn on my camera? I'm gonna pull a school moment. Hold up. Is my camera blurry? Yes.
I don't see anything.
There.
Oh.
Do you see me now?
Wow.
It's like nothing.
So pretty.
Me in class.
You look so nice. I mean, I could just upload the audio. It'll take much less time too. I just wanted to see you guys because I need the human interaction. Anyway.
Totally valid, yeah.
So welcome to episode 7. Oh, what a crazy.
Can I just show something? I just
oh my gosh, we can see Kami finally.
This
you got the pillow.
Yes.
What is that?
It's
so cursed.
Yeah, I'm gonna remove the background effects. I think it's important you guys see this. This is a Nicolas Cage sequin pillow. If you move the sequins, there's red, so he can cry blood. It's a very lovely pillow.
I don't know why, but for some reason that
is it completely red on the other side?
Yes. Courtesy of my wife.
Courtesy of my wife. No, but I don't know why. But like just the fact that you have a Nicolas Cage pillow that like does that's like sequins. For some reason I'm like, yeah, that's a weeb.
Why?
I don't know the relation because it's not weeb stuff, but it's just like, yes.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Typical. Very Kami behavior, I would say too.
Is it? I mean, yes, it is, but like, is it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, also my shirt, which is the funnywish.com shirt.
Okay, well, I realized that I didn't really do an introduction. Hey guys, welcome to episode 7. Depending on whether or not you guys have the video footage of this, I will be, the mic is very close because we're recording this on Teams call. And as we know, Teams bad. And apparently the audio quality will be bad, but it is what it is. This is episode 7 with 2 of my fave guests. Sorry, Luca. Cannot say her real name. You are also my fave guest. Anyway, will you introduce yourselves?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Hello, everybody. I'm glad to be here. My name is Sophia. Woo.
You're like held against your will. I'm so happy to be here. I swear.
That's not true.
Okay. Hello, humans. My name is Kami, though most call me Kami, Tammy, or like Rami for some reason. And some even call me Cam Jam. So, yeah, and I'm not a weeb. Moving on.
Not a weeb. Had to, because that makes it very easy to tell that, oh, of course not.
I'm not, yeah, no.
So basically, we know each other from school. They're both in my class, and they've been in my class since last year. Yeah, wow. What a time. We've been through COVID together.
Hell yeah.
Yay. A good time. So I thought that... Oh, sorry. You were going to say something?
Sorry, I just want to say you're glitching out, Sophia. I don't know if you see this.
Am I glitching out?
No, Hannah's. I just think it looks funny.
Oh.
I don't see her glitching out. I don't know.
Okay, sorry. Carry on. Ignore me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna edit, like, if we say something that we're not supposed to say, I'll censor it, but, like, everything else, I'm just gonna leave it, because I'm like, oh, it's so tiring. Because usually when I'm... Oh. Somebody has entered the chat. Oh, wait, no, it's still Kami. No funny thing, though. Not only do you have many... aliases. Oh my god.
Nicknames, I guess? I don't know.
I mean, there's many ways that people say your name, but like, I specifically remember Matsis also always calls you Kami. Like,
Yeah.
Really?
Kami.
Yeah, it's weird.
When did he call you that?
All the
I've
time.
never noticed.
All the time.
Like, he just, like, I don't know. I think that it's the same way that he thinks that you're supposed to say Titania as Titania. Well, maybe it is, but I remember he was such a stickler during 12th Night.
I think he originally didn't know that my name was pronounced Cami, but then he just saw people being like, "Why are you calling her that?" And then he kind of went with it.
Or your new alias could be Elias. I feel like that's wrong. That's wrong, right?
Alias.
Alias. Could be Cam et Tige Poussoir.
So
Yeah.
true. Oh my
That's me.
gosh.
That's
Wow.
me, just hanging out here, being an egg.
That's a beautiful nickname. I'm gonna steal that. I hope you don't mind.
Of course, I offered it to you. It's a free offering.
Hell
And
yeah.
funny story, actually. I was kidnapped right before this, so I was not able to come to the call on time. But thankfully, neither was Cami. So
Yeah.
I just
I
sat
went
here
to an
waiting.
Easter market.
So what were you guys doing before this?
Getting kidnapped.
As you do. Of course, we're being sarcastic, guys, and we weren't actually kidnapped. It was just
Kidnapped by
against our
Easter bunny.
will. Oh man, that's pretty funny, actually. I sent it to the gym teacher, and she was like, "Oh, seems good."
No questions.
I changed the title, but like, oh my gosh, sorry.
Are you talking about the
the
gym
how to
training?
run. The name was in our title was of the Google Doc was in English. It was like how to run from the Easter Bunny.
I forgot to change it. Oh my gosh.
But I did. It was fine.
Oh, okay. Comment is so weird. The what? Easter bunny? How do you say that in French?
Lapin de
Pâques.
Le lapin de Pâques.
Wow.
L'oiseau de Pâques, my favorite type of bunny.
You know, Misha just outright speaks to Madame Paquin in English. The whole time.
That's amazing.
I
Icons. They are
Yeah,
all icons.
She's randomly started talking to me in English like a few times. Like she just came up to me and she's like, "It's for oh, you know, like the thing," and I'm like, "I guess you just gave up mid sentence."
Oh, especially when we were in musculation, bro. Especially what's the guy? Like the guy that was supposed to be helping us like get jacked or whatever.
I missed
what
that.
was his name?
Hannah.
It's like Ifik or something. I forgot his name. And he would just like start speaking in English on tangents, and nobody. It was just like, okay, guess that wacky guy, you know?
Yeah.
The French-speaking people are crying.
Yeah, all the anglais régulier are just like, oh.
Yeah. What subjects do we have planned for today?
Well, I don't want to announce them all, but I thought that upon suggestion, Sophia like talked about. I think she said she suggested like drawing or something, and I was like,
Yeah.
well, we got two artists right here, right? And I thought if you guys wanted, you could like draw during the thing, and you could show at the end, like show and tell what you were doing during when we were talking or whatever.
I mean, I'd have
Although
to get my sketchbook, but
it might be distracting. Like I don't know if you would still be able to talk, but idea.
Yeah, I guess usually when I draw, I just like to listen to stuff. I can't really. I can multitask, but it's hard.
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay. Makes sense.
Which sucks because sometimes I draw during class and then everything just comes in my ear and then just leaves like in a minute. It's really hard.
I have more drawings in my history notes than my sketchbook.
Oh wow.
Oh man. You know, during XR, I literally fell asleep because it was kind of dark in our classroom, and it was like, oh, this video. But I was so scared. He was literally leaning on the wall. It's just no shame. Absolutely no shame.
I drew like 3 full illustrations during that class, and I
Wow.
learned absolutely nothing, but I also already knew everything because I took like 4 first aid classes before that. So,
Yeah.
When did you take first aid?
different pet days throughout the
Oh.
years. My last one, my dad made me go through like a babysitting class last year before COVID started.
Mm.
It
Did
was
you get
not fun.
certified?
Yes,
Nice.
except they stopped giving like the licenses. They used to give those in the older classes.
Oh. So what's the point then?
So you don't accidentally murder a child?
I mean, it's pretty hard to, unless you're with like an actual baby, but like
You'd be surprised.
mm,
If
I
you
mean, they
shake
try to. Sorry, what?
if you shake a toddler's head, they can, yeah,
They die.
yeah.
But I mean, if you have a young child slash older child, it's much harder for them to die. You know, they're constantly hurting themselves anyway. So it's like, you know.
Builds character.
I grew up different. I was such an outside person.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but same too. Speaking about the RCR thing, I also like I think when I was in Sec 2 or something, my mom kind of forced me to do like to become like a lifeguard thing. They did like she forced me to go to do the life-saving training and
Croix Rouge, premier soin.
no, it was called like bronze cross or something. Bronze medallion.
All right.
Yeah, it's really random. I don't know why it's called that, but I remember, and then like it was all the same things that we had to we learned during like what was it Thursday, but one thing that I remember we had to do was that we had to go swimming, and we had to go swimming with our clothes on. It was horrible.
Ew.
I hated it, but
Damn.
yeah, it was like a test we had to do. I don't know, endurance test or something. Yeah.
I
Yummy
can't even swim.
experience. Oof. Oh, actually, embarrassing story. Ooh things. Very fun. I remember that only until like 5th grade was I brave enough to go to the deep end. Like I was like,
Oh wow.
because realistically, I don't know why. I just was so scared of going to the deep end. I was like, I'm for sure gonna drown. Like, there's no doubt I will drown, even though I learned to swim much earlier. Like, I could have just swam, but I mean, you know how it is. And I never wanted to jump in the pool either until like 5th grade. I don't know, something changed in 5th grade, but like, I thought that if I jumped in the water, I would like never get back up.
See,
Yeah.
I would laugh at you, but I only learned how to swim like in the summer of 5th grade because my dad kept forcing me to take swimming classes because I just couldn't swim. And then eventually,
As you
like,
do.
it wasn't working. And I learned how to swim because I was always afraid of like putting my face in water because of a truth or dare game with my friend in Quebec City.
Did you like
we were-
forget to breathe underwater?
No,
No,
it's-
no, forget to not breathe underwater. Sorry.
No, it's the opposite. I don't know how to breathe when I'm swimming, which is like I'm really fast, but also I get tired really fast too. So, but yeah, not a very good swimmer.
Like the smart thing to do is to breathe through your nose when you're swimming, but it's just like how can you think of that when you feel like you're dying, you know?
Yeah.
Because the first swimming class we had, I was like, oh my god, I'm so tired. I can't even think about breathing. Like just
I guess
girly
for-
things.
I guess for me it was just really normalized. Like we always went to the swimming pool when I was a kid, so it just came normally to me. Yeah.
Oh, I took classes really early. I remember in maternelle, I went to the Point Claire because I used to live in the West Island. We went to Point Claire pool for like swimming lessons, and I think they do it in colors. And I just was stuck at white for so long. White is the first level, guys, by the way. I was stuck there for so long. because I just
Yeah.
couldn't.
Yeah, me too. I went to the Point Claire because I used to live in Point Claire too. So yeah, and I remember for me it was the red one. I don't know. I forgot which level that was exactly, but I had to retake it so many times. It was really sad.
I just remember, like, I think it was either Sec 2 or Sec 3, probably Sec 2. When we had swim class, the teacher was like, okay, so there's different lanes. There's non-nageur, there's débutant, there's medium, and all that. And I was like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I know how to swim, but I'm not very good, so I'll go in débutant. And then I did a lap, and then the teacher looked at me, and she's like, yo, Cami. And I was like, what? I look up, and she's like, go in non-nageur. And I was like, oh.
Ouch.
And then she's like, do you
That
need
hurts.
floaties? And I was like, bruh.
No, I just stayed in non-nageur. I was like, I mean, yeah, I know how to swim, but I'm like that slow. So the
Yeah.
problem was when we were doing the test, I was like, wow, I'm doing so good. I'm so fast. And I still got like the most mediocre grade. I think I got 75 in swimming that year. And I thought I was doing so good. I was like, look at me go.
There's always a mysterious spike in my my record of forgotten uniforms during swim class. I wonder why.
Whoops. Just by
It's all a
accident.
coincidence.
I just happened to miss 50% of classes during swim class last year. Well, year before that, not last year. Last year we had the best swim class who watched a video on how to swim and then walked for an hour.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Gym class,
It was
bro.
great.
I remember they still tried to do the course populaire though. Ew, course populaire this year is gonna be gross.
Ugh, you're right. Running with masks.
Last year we didn't do
Ugh.
it, didn't we?
Well, we did actually. I remember because they said, okay, you have like from 9:30 to 12 o'clock or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
on the
I
treadmill.
just walked. I just walked outside. Like I didn't run at all.
I went on the treadmill and left it on while not being on the treadmill. Like an intellectual.
Oh my gosh, Cami.
I did run for half of it, but at some point I was like, I'm gonna go get a snack. And I just watched the treadmill go.
Icons. Oh man. They talk about
Treadmill did
cheating
all
during
the work.
COVID. You have to cheat for gym class during COVID. Who even had the motivation to actually do something?
I didn't even cheat in most classes. Well, I didn't cheat in general. I did my work except for like the video art project. I just literally never submitted it. Didn't show up to the art class, and the teacher never messaged me about it, which I find really weird. Cause like I went to
She's just too organized.
I went to bed at like 7 a.m. that night because I was trying to figure out how to like edit my video. I filmed it, edited it, and everything like that night.
Wait,
And
what art video? I can't remember. I remember there was the Folioscope.
it was the end of the year where she was like, okay, we're gonna be doing special effects.
Oh yeah, it was like the Zach King
Oh,
video.
Yeah.
Right.
Whatever.
I tried making like a video, and then I was like, okay, this is fine. I'll just edit it. And I spent hours on DaVinci trying to figure it out. Marcel was doing the same thing, except he finished earlier than me. He finished at like 5 a.m. He's like, I'm gonna go sleep. And then I continued working, and then I looked at the time and I was like, it is 7 a.m. The sun is rising. I'm scared. And like the class was in an hour and I was exhausted, so I just decided, hey, I'm gonna skip the oral presentation and do it later. She'll probably message me. And she never did, and I got 100 in art.
What?
That's how you know how great Lamy Beaupré was.
Real great teacher, yeah.
She was the best, guys. For real. I give her 10 out of 10.
MadameNannyBouquet.com.
I don't understand how, cause I don't know, man. I don't understand how anything. I don't understand anything. Did we have teams last year? No, we didn't have teams.
We
How
had
did
No.
we communicate?
Yeah, we used
Oh.
Zoom and also Pluriportail.
Pluriportail was like clogged every day.
Yeah, and there wasn't that many calls either. It was more of like a, here's your schedule for the entire week, figure yourself out.
That was
Oh right.
Actually,
I
like
the
that.
flashbacks.
really. I think I preferred when we were in mode hybride, like I preferred having the calls for classes. It felt like I had some kind of order in my life.
I preferred the other one actually because same reason. I preferred organizing stuff myself because with the way I think and how I concentrate, it's like specific periods of time, and having only 5 minutes between classes doesn't give me the time to work, and I have a hard time working like in a class without being in a class.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I do think I work better at school. Ironically.
yeah.
I guess
Just,
I too prefer hybride more.
Really?
Because, yeah, I guess at school, yeah, first you can go at school, so it's like, it feels more productive, for me at least.
Extra
And
sleep.
then and then at home, well, you're less productive, at least for me. I feel less productive, but it's still like a balance, and I don't have to take I don't know, transportation to go to school and stuff, so
Yeah.
that's good too.
And you can draw in
Devrions-nous
class.
retourner à un confinement complet? Question de réfutation. French class.
Actually, there was a in math class at some point on Hybrid. The math teacher was like, "Okay, I'm gonna have to ask to hold back a few people because I don't trust you because I know that you guys are the kind of people who just go off and not do your work." And I was on the list of people. And when I heard my name, I was like, you know what? That's kind of fair. If I was her, I wouldn't trust me either. But like, I was actually doing my work in math class. It's just, I mean, everyone who she didn't name, I proceeded to get a message from, and they were saying, "Okay, I'm gonna go have lunch now." And I was like,
Well,
"Yeah."
But I always
Sometimes.
work during class. Or at least almost always. I feel like after history class, I never want to do the sickles. I'm just like, ugh, but ugh.
Yeah, I find them easy, but like, it's a chore, you know.
Mm. That's how
Yeah.
I feel about math. But like when I'm procrastinating, I'll always do math to pretend I'm productive. So I've like finished all of the exercises for examen 1, 2, 3, like since 2 weeks ago or something like that.
Damn,
Oh yeah,
I only have like
same.
5 questions left or 3.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's like, "Oh, don't do it too quickly, guys. We still have the rest of the year." I'm like, "Do you not know like you're in the semester class?" Because I always finish the stuff. Like the exercises she gives us is not enough for the whole period. So it's like, what else will you do? You just continue in examen 1, 2, 3.
I'm slow, so I actually don't finish the exercise she gives us within the time given in class, unless I'm like in the vibe, which all them ADD listeners out there can relate to.
Oh heck, I forgot to send the link to Matsis. He was very upset that I didn't send him the link.
Mm.
Send Matsis link. But was Sophia, you wanted to say something?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I thought I heard you like interject or something.
No, I don't think so. No.
Let's talk about your hobbies.
Kami's a fujoshi.
No, what?
What does that mean?
was uncalled for. That is also not true. Okay.
Also not true. Because that makes it so much more believable. What does that mean?
Oh God, no. Okay,
It means
for clarification, I'm not, because it's not a poggers thing to be, honestly.
Again,
It's like
Pog
no.
doesn't make any sense because you said it's part of the game.
No,
But
play of the game.
oh, that makes even less sense.
Less game.
Less game. It makes even less sense. Part of the game would at least make sense, but like play of the game, that's so Pog. Like, in what circumstance does that actually apply? Very few amount of circumstances.
Okay, but it's a funny word.
Well, it's like the overusage of simp, right?
Yeah, I guess. Like, it's kind of thrown around. It's lost its original meaning as a
It doesn't
Twitch
mean anything
exclamation.
anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything. Words have no meaning. It means whatever you attribute to it. Anyway, so Sophia, what is your definition of, what was it? Fujoshi?
Crying. Sophia, why did you do this? Why did you do this to yourself?
Hannah, just search it up on Google.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for
I think
clarification,
Google will
I am
explain it
not-
better than me.
Okay.
Okay, so
I
this is our Japanese word of the week, I guess. Fujiyoshi? Fujiyoshi. Definition.
Incognito, maybe.
Is it wrong?
Uh,
Filters, fandom slang. A female fan of manga and novels that feature romantic relationships between men.
I'm not. Okay. I appreciate all genders, all people. Okay. SMH.
So, how is there such a specific word for it? I'm so confused.
Because it's a whole subculture in Japan, which honestly I don't appreciate. It's where the, you know, like those weird manga with the weird anatomy. It's where those come
Okay.
from. Like the ones
It's a
that
bit
have
concerning.
like chonk neck.
Oh,
I know
okay.
from the memes.
Oh my gosh. Are you calling her a Fujiyoshi because she likes the love stick thing?
What lipstick? What?
You'd hire Defense Club.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
I
that
forgot
one
the name of the
that's
show.
peak comedy. Okay.
it's. It can
Wait,
be
but it's
one
not
a
canon.
reason, yeah. Part of
It's not canon
reason.
in the show, right? Because you said that they're like technically not gay in the show.
Yeah, they're not. They actually, I think they made a dating sim, which is really weird. Like, it's just, I don't know. I just think that they're funny.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, that's very convincing too. But anyway, so apparently Sophia thinks that Kami has a hobby of watching gay anime.
I don't. I can literally only name one, and it's because Nadine recommended it to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, how would you insult Sophia then?
Well, let me think.
Oh my God.
I could say she's a Tai Chi simp, but that's obvious. Sophia, help me out here.
Help me out.
I'm not gonna help you, no.
Preparing the attack.
I could say you talk using a lot of heart emojis very aggressively. That's the most I can say.
Aggressively heart emoji. Okay. Well, anyway, if you haven't figured it out by now, they are weebs, even though Kami says that she is not.
Je ne suis pas un weeb. Je l'étais en secondaire 3, mais plus maintenant.
I thought that feels like something that you'd say to Monsieur Morissette. Like, je suis tellement désolée, Monsieur Morissette. Je ne suis plus un weeaboo, je vous jure.
It's very specific but weirdly accurate.
Am I wrong though?
No.
And he's also that like suburban dad, I feel. You know he's married, right? And he definitely lives in the suburbs. Like I know for sure. Where does he live? He lives like in Pierrefonds or something. But
Creepy.
oh no, I don't know. I don't actually know where he lives, but I'm just assuming he probably lives there, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
Although I do remember he said he lives very far away, so I don't know. Anyway, weird rabbit hole.
Oh, I thought of something to insult Sophia with.
Oh, go ahead.
Sophia plays anime dating sims.
Oh.
I can name
I
a few.
don't.
Well,
Sweats nervously.
there's this game called what's it called? The one with the Disney villains. It's categorized as an otome game, which is technically a dating sim.
Really? I didn't know that.
Sophia discovers herself through this podcast. You reached
Discovering things about herself.
No, but like the main character is like gender neutral.
You reached the
All
true
the more reason.
You reached true enlightenment through my podcast, guys. This is when
Yeah.
you really
I'm crying.
Sorry. I look up villain anime game, and it instantly says Disney is making an anime-style dating simulator, and it shows the guys
Twisted
from
Wonderland.
Yeah.
But come on, Twisted Wonderland is such a cool. The
I don't know, I
characters
don't
are
play it.
so cool. Okay, the designs are a chef's kiss. Okay.
Sophia literally starts bawling. She starts crying. Oh man. Okay. Well, since neither of you are weebs, apparently, do you have any suggestions for people?
Well, watch Dr. Stone. Don't do drugs.
Eat your food.
Breathe. Make your heartbeat like a good.
Normal.
Make it a good. I'm watching I've started watching Murdoch Mysteries. I don't know if it's good.
What
or
is
not.
it about?
It's about this guy called Murdoch who solves mysteries. I'm not sure what you expected.
Your synopsis skills. You're so concise.
Would you like me to read the description?
Sure.
Hold on. Let me just pull it up. Murdoch Mysteries. It is right here. The description is, in Victorian-era Toronto, a boxer. In Victorian-era Toronto, Inspector William Murdoch uses unconventional scientific methods to crack complex, high-profile murder cases. So this dude called Murdoch solves mysteries, basically.
Using science.
Using the Dr. Stone way.
Oh, okay.
Me making obscure references no one gets. It's not that obscure, but yeah.
It's obscure to me because I don't know anything about it. Well, Sophia, how about you? Are you going to talk about the Love Stick show?
Love Stick show? Oh, that's Kami's hobby.
It's not.
You also watched it.
I watched it in Sec 2.
She forced me.
Also, Nicolas
She-
Cage.
She pinned you down. She was like, "You must watch this." She like puts a car seat on you.
Actually, I forced Sophia and Erwin simultaneously, so.
Yeah, I don't really know him.
It's a funny show, okay? Let me be. So all those people are really bored and want to just laugh for hours. Go ahead, go watch it. Just, I'm not responsible for what happens after.
By the way, there's a pink.
It's called Cute High Earth Defense Club. If anyone is wondering.
It's. I would not recommend for children. Please be parental guidance is advised. I don't know.
Watch your surroundings.
Yeah. There's a pink wombat. Well, there's nothing explicitly said for real, but
it's there.
There's a bunch of innuendos just somewhere around.
It's like, imagine Food Wars, the anime, but self-aware.
But they don't do food. At least not the episode you showed me.
No, it's because there's this anime called Food Wars, and it's known for. Look it up. I don't want to. I don't want to explain this.
Okay. How about drawing? Do you guys want to talk about evolution of skill or the? Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say something, but it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, Sophia, go ahead.
Sorry, what?
I was like, drawing. Do you want to talk about your evolution? Or talk about how skill develops or whatever?
I guess for me, drawing really peaked when COVID arrived.
Me too.
I think it could be said the same for a lot of people who draw because there's just so much free time. And you're just like, oh, let me pick this skill up because it's fun, I guess. And then you fall into this rabbit hole and you can't escape anymore.
Can't get out. Yeah. I got into I got my own drawing tablet and stuff, and I got a lot better at it. I started digital drawing around the start of COVID as well.
Nice.
Yeah. Interesting. Do you guys want to talk about what your struggle was, or what do you find fun doing?
For some reason, I really like drawing shoes.
That's
So
specific.
random.
They're fun to draw, okay?
I mean, I like drawing noses and hair, but like that's fairly normal, I guess. I don't like. Man,
The
that
two
I
type
like-
of artists.
I also
Actually, the
like
two-
drawing legs.
the two types of artists I'd say are those who can't draw the face but can draw the body, and those who can draw the face but can't draw the body.
I haven't
And I
gotten
can't draw
to that
either.
level yet. But I mean, like, just so you guys know, Sophia is the same Sophia that drew the little, what's it called, avatar that was in in a couple of the first episodes. So, well, this is still the first episodes, but you get what I mean. They're very cute, very nice.
Hey,
Yeah,
Aw,
much
you're too
uwus.
nice.
No, it's true though. You know, I stalk everyone's drawings. You know, Amanda posts a couple, like, pretty often her drawings. So I'll go through and and
Yeah. I think Amanda, she's so good at drawing outfits. Like,
yeah, they're so fun.
so
They're,
pretty.
like, stylish. And what was the other one? Oh, Gracie too. I recently started following her art account. Very fun.
Yes. Gracie has so many cute, like, pastel colors together. They work so well.
Oh yeah,
I really
she
like
does
those.
it quite monochromatic, I feel. Like it's always a
Mm,
very
right.
I think the last one was pinkish, orangey type thing.
she's really
Yeah.
good with color palettes and stuff.
Mhm.
And,
She
like,
shares it
her
on the art
art is
server.
so, like, so
Clean.
clean. So
Yeah.
I can't do clean lines for the life of me.
Tis a struggle. Man.
I guess I
Oh.
just kind of forced myself to do clean line art. Because at the beginning, too, I was like, oh, I hate it. And then at some moment, I just, like, started to accept it, I guess. Yeah.
There are two kinds of people. I did the opposite. I kind of went like, oh, I hate it, so I'm gonna not do it and find an alternative that's more fun. So then I cover everything with colors and call it a day.
I mean, and I love Alize's thing, especially the one. Well, it's not the most recent thing she posted. It was like a girl who's in a window type
It's
thing.
her
I don't know.
avatar, her persona.
I think it's beautiful. It's a beautiful. It's I loved it.
It's wind.
Anyway, pretty fun. I love her drawings in general, but especially that one.
She's a satisfying art style.
Yeah. Did you guys see the one where she drew Toph? Wow. That was really pretty.
I mean, I was there when she drew it. Go support
Oh.
my wife, by the way, guys. Her ad is at Caboodle of Nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
With the underline between the Yes, thank you.
Yeah, and they're actually very legally married. Yeah, it's
Very
definitely
legally. On a funny mouse game.
Oh man. This will make so much sense when I upload it.
Really would. Will. Ah,
The most context ever.
yes. Yes, indeed.
And deep.
Yes.
Yeah, we're
Words.
exploring such philosophical topics, guys. I mean, do you think that it would be even regular? Yeah, I don't even explore that like deep of topics on the podcast, but this is so fun. It's like a vibe.
Do you guys want to talk about the plot of Hamlet? Because that's deep.
I actually never read it fully. Like, I think I looked at the first act, but I never continued reading
All I
it.
know about Hamlet is what Kami told me, and that they all die at the end.
Spoilers.
Spoiler.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. I mean, are you even a person if you don't know about Hamlet dying? Well, not him, but like everyone dying.
I mean, it is a tragedy, so it kind of comes in the name.
It's like if you don't know that Romeo and Juliet die, like, do you
You've
even
only
have
seen-
culture?
No, it's because they've only seen Romeo and Juliet and they think that's the original.
Imagine thinking that's the original. Oh man.
Sweats.
Did you guys do the Digimon test for Saint-Anne when you guys were doing it in 6th grade?
No, I did Artec
no.
and Simatic and somehow failed the Artec exam.
Oof.
Actually, I think I failed because I didn't know what to say to the interviewer. She was like, "Okay, look at these pictures and pick one." And I was like, the green lady from America." And then and then the lady was like, "Okay, cool. Now what would you do if you could do anything with us?" And I was like, "Make an animation? I don't know. Help. Why are you asking me this?" And then it was that, and then I also had to draw my name, and I don't think drawing my name was really worth that much to get in. And also my art skills back then were like, yeah. Anyway,
Same. I think I also did the Artec entrance exam, but at the time I was really shy too. So I was like, I didn't know what to do, and
feel that.
like right now, if I would to redo it, I would definitely like, ask people around me like, oh, what am I supposed to do? But I was shy, so I didn't, and I just stood there. So it's really sad to think about.
It's an extrovert's game.
If I did it the test like today, I think honestly that I would definitely pass because I'm aware I have like a lot of experience with digital art stuff, and I'm not awkward when I talk to people or as much as I used to be. So I would kind of yeehaw through the.
I like to qualify the Saint-Anne auditions as like an extrovert's world because basically they want you to talk like a lot, and imagine me, but like imagine me right now, but make her much more egotistical. Like my ego was huge, and also that's basically it. And also I was kind of angsty, like angsty preteen vibes, right?
I feel that.
I'm gonna describe both my Simatic and Diffimon tests because they were very different. And apparently you're allowed to do 3 tests if you did Diffimon, but I only did 2. So
Oh wow.
I remember. Oh wait, they also made us write a text, right? Didn't you guys write a text?
No.
I wrote a text in the like general Saint-Anne.
Yeah, the general.
I skipped that because I was in ISA.
All right, because you were in the academy. That's why people don't like the people from the academy, because they're like, wow, you just got a free pass for being rich to get in.
That's also why the rating of Saint-Anne just
went down.
Shot down as soon as the academy became a thing.
Oh wow.
The grades went just not pog.
Not pog. I mean, oh yeah, so back to the test. I remember I got so mad during the Simatic test because I like controlling things, but like not only that, because you were supposed to make a boat type thing with recycled materials.
Yes, I remember that.
And I can't remember which side it was, but somebody wanted to put gum to like make it to glue it together, and I was like, why would you do that? Just use the elastics to glue the 2 bottles together. When you put the gum, it's gonna literally make it sink. And I got so triggered. And yet my teammates were like, whatever. Like they didn't even listen. And obviously they didn't get in. So, or at least if they got in, they didn't choose to go to Simatic. But they weren't very big brain for choosing to put gum instead of gumette, not like actual gum. Instead of elastics, like.
Yeah, I just remember the Simatic test being like really easy, and just passing and not being surprised. Like I remember we had to do a test on paper. It was like I think it was fill in the blanks or something, or like you had to name stuff, and then they're like, "What is this?" And then you had to say frog.
No,
or like
no.
Amphibian.
For Simatic,
I don't think I did
there
that.
was 2 parts. There was like a boats thing, and they gave you And the second part was like, well, actually, it was before. It was before the boats, but
Was the written
they gave you
test?
a paper with like pictures, and they said, okay, choose 2 of them and like describe what it means to you or whatever in science.
Oh,
That's
damn.
what we had.
I really took the frog picture and wrote amphibian then, I guess.
Oh gosh. Because I remember saying, like, it's so trashy though. Like, who even cares? I don't think that if you can talk about science, you're necessarily the most qualified to be in smatsik. Like, it's not the same thing. But whatever.
Well, what they're evaluating is like your passion for the subject and your ability to work in a team, because teamwork is a really big thing in semantic. So.
Oh yeah, it isn't so much for other programs. I guess the sports programs too, but
Yeah.
not so much. I guess.
We've had a total of 1 project out
Alone?
of like the last 4 years where we weren't in a team, and it was the one where we had to talk about our experiences being in a team and make a website about it.
Yum.
I completely forgot about that.
Because smatsik
Wow,
is
y'all's
always
memories, man.
But I mean, I guess if you want to have a future in like science and stuff, you always have to be in a team. Like, there's no
Yeah.
project that you can do with just one person, unless you have like 7 different degrees.
You are all the people.
I am my own team.
One-man team.
Me in history class when the teacher's like, all right, kids, make a team.
You're just like, no. No with the heart.
I do that in English too. I remember once the English teacher came up to me and she's like, you're not in a team? Do you need me to like talk to people so I can get you in? And I'm like, no, I don't wanna. And she's like, oh, but you could like practice your English. And I'm like, Miss, I don't believe that at this junction I am particularly inclined to want to partake in an English conversation with my peers. So if you'd like to let me work on my own, that would be very pogard. Merci. And then I just...
I had like French at the end of the sentence.
And she's like, okay, cool, just work in a team next time, please.
Yeah, why do people hate on her? Madame Laho is such an easy grader. Like, makes no sense.
She's nice. I mean, it's just at the start of the year, the only reason I hated her was because she was anglais régulier, and that meant we weren't reading Hamlet at the end of the year. That was like the only thing I cared about.
Oh, and my Défi Monde test, because you guys both didn't do it. Let me tell you, Défi Monde was like so weird, because actually Matthew Ryan was in my audition for Défi Monde, and big whoop, I think that he didn't get in, because if he got in, I have my standards, like my view of Défi Monde was already low, but if he was accepted, it just, all these years I've just kept believing that he never got in, because if he got in, oh gosh. Oh my god. Okay.
That's rough.
I do not burst the bubble. Okay, if he got in, do not tell me. Literally, do not tell me. So
wait,
the
who are you talking about?
Matthew Ryan, the guy in our class. The black guy.
Oh, yes. Okay. I remember now.
BBB on the Saint On server.
Yeah,
Sec 2.
Yeah. So cringe, mega cringe. So then, yeah, so there was 2 parts, but most people didn't do both. Apparently, they just ran out of time because there was too many people auditioning. So for Défi Monde, there is a general culture test of 50 questions, and there's the like traditional audition where you're like talking to people, and that was done in 2 parts too. So I'll give you the general culture test. It was very easy. It was like, actually, that's what made me think of the whole test thing, because there was the what's it called, Romeo and Juliet, one of the questions. And later, my friend, I told her, oh yeah, the test is super easy, and she was like, oh well, I didn't do the test. And I was like, well, anyway, like, who doesn't know who Shakespeare is, right? And she was like, who's Shakespeare? And I was like,
damn.
Ouch.
I mean, I was talking to my friend Micah once, and she was telling me she tried to get into Défi Monde. Was it Micah? I think it was Micah. She was talking about how she tried to get into Défi Monde, but the test she got was super hard, or something like that. I was told there was 2 tests. Like, there's 2 different versions, and it was the people who took it in the morning that got the really hard one, people in the afternoon that got the super easy one. I don't remember what it was, though. Or the opposite. I don't know. It's been 4 years. Let me be.
Yeah, but anyway, I thought that it was pretty simple. And the second part, but like a lot of people just skipped doing the test because they didn't have time anymore. They were like, oh, the schedule's not working. It's like taking too much time because like, you know, the standard for the female is that they go overtime for everything. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Like they never do anything on time. No offense. Like totally love you guys, but like, you know. And the second part was this is the part with Matthew Ryan where we were first in a group and then they split us up into smaller groups. So in the bigger group, we were in this room that I don't think exists anymore at Saint Anne, I think, because they renovated it. And it was like these tables that had a bunch of coins on them. I don't know. It had like weird decoration. And that was the old AVSEC room, I think. And so then they were like, what did they say? Oh, they were like, okay, why should we accept you? And I was so cringy. Like, literally, I cringe at myself to this day about it. I said, I think I pointed to my skin. I was like, oh, you know, like, me, right? I'm Asian, and I want to learn Chinese. And that was, like, part of my answer.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, well, I really like to learn about stuff in the world, or I don't remember what I said, but I just remember particularly that they laughed at. I shouldn't have, that's so embarrassing, though. She says, while, like, hating on Matthew Ryan, whatever. Anyway, you know what he said? Okay.
Oh, the interviews weren't done, like, one-on-one? Like,
No, it was in groups.
Oh.
Oh, that's weird.
And you had to kind of one-up each other. Like, you had to, like, say, well, my answer is that, and so much more. And so what he said was, you know, me, I'm just a boy, you know, and I want to learn different cultures. I want to learn more, and I don't care if that means I have to learn languages to do that. I just want to break down the barriers of culture or whatever. And I was like, this guy is so pretentious right now. I mean, any comments?
That has the same energy as, like, Mathieu Brassard, except he's not Brassard, so it's less iconic.
But that was such a load of, like, BS. I mean, come on. Do you think the same guy that we have in our class said that and was sincere about it?
I mean, I don't know him very well, but
very not so believable.
That makes me think about how at the Artec entrance exam thing, during the interview, it was like there's two interviewers and you're just kind of sitting there. It's at a glass table. I remember being like, I don't know what to do here. She's taking notes and staring at me. And then one of the questions was like, why should we choose you? And I remember responding, oh, well, I draw and stuff, and I'm pretty sure I'm creative.
You're pretty sure you're creative.
They're like, cool. Yeah, and then combined with my answer of like, oh, I'm picking the Eiffel Tower because I could do an animation or something. I don't know. Please help. I can kind of see why they didn't choose me. But
I mean, wow.
I mean, when I think back on it, I still don't know what I would respond to the Eiffel Tower question. They're really just like, what would you do with this? Like, I don't know. Just stare at it. Just kind of look at it and be like, yeah, that's cool.
Oh, wait, hold on. I think Nicolas Dion was also in my Défi Monde test. Do you guys know him?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he was in our class.
I think I know him.
I think he was in 207 with you guys. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yes. Is the guy that wasn't in 101 in comparison to everyone else in 207? Yeah.
That was the vibe for that.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of the Frenchies who's in Enrich, which is just like, what? Anyway. He was in my audition too. Although I don't think he remembers that. See, I have no memory that's important. Like, I have no memory of anything we're learning in school. Just random blobs from like 4 years ago. Do you guys remember your... Oh, wait, right. You didn't do Défi Monde. What about you, Sophia? Ortec. What did you do?
I honest, I just completely forgot. Like, I don't even remember the faces of the people that were with me.
Suppressed trauma.
For Simatic, all I remember is that we had to do a boat. We had to make a boat that can float, and I was with like a
Yeah.
team of like, I don't know, 4 people.
Incompetent.
I completely forgot who I was with as well. So yeah, I can't say much.
That's
It's
the
just
vibe.
completely out of my mind. It really sucks, but yeah.
I remember the Artec exam. Gabrielle, like Kergerald, was there. And
Oh.
yeah, and she passed. I didn't. And then for the Simatic test, I saw Trisha, and I was glad to see her
Really?
because at the time she went to the academy, so I was like, oh yo, someone I know. So I was excited about that.
Interesting.
I remember once actually at the academy they asked us what program we wanted to be in, and then they took everyone who wanted to be like in Simatic or whatever, and they put us in a room and they talked to us about the program. And the only people I remember being there was like there was Sophia Kassoff, and that's all I remember. There was other people too, but I don't remember who
But
they
they
were.
never joined.
Yeah, and then there's some girl there was talking to us about like, oh, I'm in Simatic, and it's a really cool program we do, and then I just kind of don't remember anything else.
I feel
Just
like
kinda
their
cuts off.
promotion for Smatsik is never good, even though like it's probably arguably it's the best program, except like other than the sports programs. If you want to be in sports, then obviously Smatsik is not the best program.
Yeah,
But other than the sports programs, Smatsik should be or is, in my opinion, the best program.
I agree.
Although I am technically biased, we do have the most budget allocated to us.
They rented half of La Ronde for the Simatic rally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that was crazy.
And those are for the Sec 5s, but I mean, we might not do that the next year.
Actually, sorry to cut you off, but if you think about it, vaccines are pretty much going to finish coming out like this summer, which means next year what they're probably going to do is something really insane for graduation to make up for the last graduations that they missed. So we're going to get something better than everyone else.
Oh, hell
Oh,
yeah.
that just sucks for like people who are graduating this year.
Sucks
Yeah,
to be
it
you
does.
guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely like summer 2021 is gonna be lit, but summer 2022 is gonna be epic, like the best. I can
I
just
really
see
hope
it now.
so.
Anyway, oh, you know what's really funny? I wanted to talk about the idea of people asking you what you want to do when you grow up, because I feel like when you were I don't know, in Sec 1 it was like, oh, it's so far away, you know, but now we're in Sec 4 and I still don't know what to answer people when they ask me that.
Same.
Oh, do you guys remember the note we had to write in Sec 1 in ethics class?
Are they gonna give it to us? Oh my
Yes,
god.
they're giving this to us next year.
I
What
so
did you guys
forgot
write?
about that. I so forgot. I don't remember
Oh
anything.
my gosh. I think, I don't know. I remember that I didn't write much. Like, I just wrote like, I don't know, 1 or 2 sentences. It was really sad because I just didn't know what to write.
I tried to write as
And
much
I
as
remember
possible.
I was like, we were in the same class with dance, so I was friends like with Ryo Chen and everything. And I asked her, "What did you write?" And she wrote like, she told me she wrote like what, 2-3 pages. And I was like, how do you do that? Maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but
I
yeah.
definitely didn't write that much, but I tried to write a bit, like, cause I at the time I had already started like journaling and stuff, and I realized that even then when I was reading old passages, it was like very fun. So I was like, yeah, I definitely have to make this memorable, but I forgot everything I wrote. Like I have no idea what I wrote.
I think, God, sorry. I remember what I wrote just because of how cringy it was. And the reason I remember what I wrote is because as soon as Sec 2 started, I remember that we wrote this, and I was like, oh my God, why did I write that? That is so embarrassing. And then I haven't been able to forget it since.
The vibe.
But you guys want to know?
Like the
You
moment
guys know
that
the
you get the
months.
sorry,
So
the moment that you get the letter, you're just gonna burn it.
yeah, I'm burning
Gone.
that thing. Sophia, you know Persona 5, Hannah. I don't know if you do though.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you write about that?
I wrote about how I thought Persona 5 was a very cool game, how I wanted to meet friends who knew Persona 5, and how I hoped that Sec 5 me was like Makoto Nijima because she was cool and also best girl.
Wait, that's kind of wholesome.
That's cringe. I was like, I hope you're student council president.
Oh, gross.
And now I know I would not want to be student council president. Like her hair's still cool, but like that's it. Yeah.
That'll be interesting. Will they give us at the end of the year or at the beginning?
At the graduation party if we have
Oh
one.
no. That's horribly timed. Like just as you're like, yay, it's over.
You're having
They're like,
fun.
here's some memories.
You're gonna
Everybody
get
just
bullied.
like oh man. Yeah, it's really sad though. Like trying to think about how we're gonna apply to CJEP or like university next year.
Yeah.
Gross.
Thinking about the letter, it's also going to be interesting to see how our handwriting like evolved during the
Right.
years. Because
Yeah.
for me, I didn't have like right now I have like more slanted handwriting, but before I wrote like really big letters and everything.
Me too.
So it's going to be interesting, I think.
Me looking at old stuff is like, whoa, like calm down. Oh, hold on. This notebook has stuff from what time?
Me
has
looking
stuff-
at old art.
Oh yeah, July 19th, 2017. Look at this. This is the summer before Sec 1, so
Oh wow.
Oh.
it's huge letters and it's like warm.
It's actually a better handwriting than I have now.
Same.
Not true. I mean, I would say it probably I was definitely better. How do I say this? Like the writing was more organized because now I feel like my writing's just like just scribbles that I like come up with.
I have actually find it on my computer so I can share it.
So while we're waiting for that, do you guys want to talk about music tastes? Doink.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, we had this conversation just like a few days ago where I just I just didn't know any of the songs that Hannah was singing. Like I knew like 3 of them, and it was.
Sophia's
so
pure
sad.
weeb. She
She
only
is-
listens to Vocaloid.
What?
Sophia's an
Not
icon.
True. Not true.
Fine, you listen to Japanese songs as well. That aren't Vocaloids, that are real humans, but mostly Vocaloid. You listen to Mankai Kekai Sengen.
Don't you listen to that?
Yeah, because it's funny. I listen to it ironically.
Oh.
Imagine listening to the A3.
Shade.
No, like I
What's your
actually
problem?
don't listen to A3 songs. Unfortunately, they're fun, but I don't know. I can't find the full versions of them, so I'm just like, whatever. I'm not gonna listen to them.
Interesting. Because I feel like Kami, your taste in music is so different from me, and it's always fascinating to hear.
My music tastes are all over the place. I guess my playlist could be described as bipolar. It goes from like really angsty nightcore music to like chill lo-fi to Eurobeat, as well as weird Celtic music in like a matter of seconds.
Take a hit, Nightcore.
You would unironically find what is it called? I forgot the song. Now I seem like a fake fan. Evanescence, the funny song. like Wake Me Up. Wake Me Up Inside.
Okay.
You would find that song, but Night Court, in my playlist, unironically.
Oh, speaking of funny names, there's this guy that I forgot what song I know it from, but it's from TikTok, unsurprisingly, and because a lot of semi-known people are like, what? What was I trying to say? I forgot. What was I
You're
saying?
talking about songs,
yeah,
I think.
Right. And this guy literally names himself Rit Momney.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious. Because, Mitt Romney, but Rit Momney. I thought that was hilarious, like, for a long time. Anyway, I mean, it's been, oh, sorry, you were saying something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I found, when you're talking about, like, evolution of handwriting, made me think earlier you talked about, like, evolution of art skill as well. And I have these two pictures where I drew, or doodled the same character.
Oh my gosh, yes.
The first one is 2019 or 2018. And the second is, well, I posted it on Instagram. I don't remember when. Like, I guess half a month ago. But yeah, same character. I just think it's funny to see the difference by like 2 years. Oh god, the eyes are all. Oh god, sorry, I'm cringing.
Is that
Sengoku? It is Senku Ishigami from Dr. Stone. I'm not collaborating on that one.
Interesting.
Sengoku.
Okay. Can I put it on a screen
is that
during
actual
the
name?
video?
Wait,
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, I just want to say for all you weebs out there who are listening, which I'm not part of you, I just want to say there is a Quebec dub to Dragon Ball, and you should go listen to it. I just wanted to share. If you don't know it exists already, you should.
I thought Dragon Ball Z came out on Nickelodeon though.
No.
Not true.
Anime. Sorry, not Dragon Ball Z, just Dragon Ball. But
oh wait, it's different.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I don't watch Dragon Ball. I don't watch anime. I don't know things.
I have no idea. I didn't even know what you were talking about.
She's still in denial.
Who's gonna tell her? Okay, so since it's we filmed for enough time, do you guys have any ending thoughts, interesting things that you want to shout out, or I don't know?
Not really.
I feel bad that we didn't talk about any like deep topics, but I guess
that could be next time.
You won't learn anything from this podcast. It's just fuel for the mind.
The chaotic energy is all you need to get through the day.
If you made it this far, just remember that the Easter Bunny is after you. You should run.
You should do our workout. Do our workout.
Yes, check out our workout. We made it specifically for Easter too.
Yeah.
When's Easter actually?
It's tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, guys, prepare.
Slap the like button. Abolish the comment button.
I'm gonna have to go prepare my running shoes in case he knocks at my door. I wouldn't want him to steal my eggs.
You have to be ready at any time of day, even at nighttime. You have to be in bed, but right next to your bed, you have everything you need to protect yourself.
Make sure you have
sleep
a
next to
like
a gun, just in case.
You have a bodyguard, like a full-time bodyguard just waiting for you.
Hire a sniper or hitman if you need it. It's always useful to have a bit of backup. You never know. But if it's too expensive, don't worry about it. You can just take a kitchen knife if you want to DIY murder.
Bunny doesn't want you if you're not rich.
DIY your own bodyguard.
You make a shadow, like from Home Alone.
I was about to say Home Alone. You could do the Home Alone thing and fake a party just like with a bunch of cardboard figures, and then the cops will come knocking at your door like, "Hey, I don't think this is legal," and then they open and there's just a bunch of cardboard statues everywhere.
And then you chop them.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you guys for being here. This was very fun. Obviously, always fun to talk to you guys. Yeah.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you.
Don't
Oh,
dox
whoa.
us.
Yeah, I put your address, your full name, everything.
Sick. Remember to put the social security number.
Give me those last 4 digits, guys.
Hashtag aesthetic. Do it for the vibes.
Do it for the vibes. Okay.
Bye.
You guys have to
Bye.
leave first.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Farewell.
See you.